Hey, I'm Abby, a clinical nutritionist.
And I'm Shelby, a clinical exercise physiologist, and this is the Move Your Mind podcast.
We are sick and tired of people being led astray by false information about diet and exercise.
So join us as we discuss common misconceptions about food and fitness with the latest scientific research.
Let's get into it. Alrighty, we're back
Hello!
to tell you that we're not
coming
back.
Oh, hi guys, how you doing? It's been a while.
Absolutely been a
I
while.
think September was our last release.
When you were how many months pregnant?
Like way towards the end. I was like 39 weeks or something.
Yeah.
I was right close to. So
And now you might be hearing some little sucking noises.
I currently have Henry in a carrier on me, so he might make some noises. I'm sorry.
Shelby's standing up, bobbing up and down. I'm sitting down just watching her with her beautiful little baby carrier that's olive, matching her olive top,
know,
and
hey?
her gorgeous little baby boy.
So Henry came into the world at the end of September last year. And it was wonderful, and it's been wonderful ever since.
You're killing it.
I know.
You absolutely are. If I do say so myself. No, but you really are.
Thank you. It's going really well. I'm enjoying it a lot.
And he's a clever boy already.
He is. He is a switched on little kid.
Just like his mum. Rolling over. He was so strong the first time I met him
He's
too.
still
I was
so
like,
strong.
you can lift your head? I was like, this is amazing.
He was like 5 minutes old. No, a bit more.
Yeah.
You're right now. He's choking on his fingers. Sorry. He does this thing where he sucks in them and then he goes so far back in his mouth that he gags on his own fingers.
Henry, come on, man.
We're trying to be professional here, mate.
Yeah. Just moderate. Doesn't have to go all in. Just a finger, not a fist. What a cutie. So, yeah, what did we want to kind of say? Farewell?
Yeah. So we're not going to continue with the podcast.
We had a meeting
Yeah.
probably like a month ago, just over a month ago. And
Yeah.
we were like, let's organise our like recording schedule.
Content and
Yeah. And we were excited, as we always are when we get together, because
Yeah.
once ideas flow, we're both ambitious individuals and enthusiastic. So, like, we go away, go home, we're like, whoa, yeah, let's do this. We were both a bit telepathic because I kind of suggested that maybe recording is not the best thing for us moving forward. And you were kind of like, I've been thinking the same thing.
yes, and we'll go into more detail, obviously. But yeah, pretty much we have different plans in mind. We sat down, like we say, to plan the podcast, and then we said, well, what do we really want out of it? And we kind of reevaluated what we were looking for from kind of this Move Your Mind from Abby and Shelby.
Yeah.
And we went, we've come up with something really exciting that we want to tell you about today.
Yeah.
But there's not really a place for the podcast in that game plan.
Yeah, the podcast was a passion project, really. It was like me being a studying clinical nutritionist.
That's right.
And you,
I
like,
had just graduated.
yeah. So you were just getting into the workforce, like seeing where you were at, and we both were very passionate about nutrition and exercise. And
Education.
we're like, let's just talk about this, get our ideas out there, see if people like it. And your listeners definitely liked it.
Yeah.
And it's been so good.
It's been so fun.
Yeah, I've loved recording everything, but we recorded like 50-something episodes.
Yeah, it was a decent gig.
And
we
we're-
did well.
Yeah, we're almost at a point now where I know I am that I'm like, what more can we say? We've said a lot. And I've got my Instagram as well, which I say a lot on as well via stories. So I think it was a matter of how can we use our knowledge to give people something a little bit more tangible that they can then carry on with them and really apply to their life rather than, 40-minute episode, which is entertaining. It was good chats.
Yeah.
But people probably forget.
So we're after a bit more quality over quantity.
Yeah.
With where we're headed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And just like high quality educational resources to distribute to people.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
And
that's
I'm-
what we're going to work on.
and that's what we're going to do.
That's what we are doing.
And I'm very excited. Shall we spill the beans?
Yeah, go on.
So, Shelby and I not as Move Your Mind anymore. It's just going to be Abby as Abby Renee Nutrition and Shelby as Shelby Jennifer, the exercise physiologist.
Yep.
We're going to put our brains together and release some kind of educational ebooks about prevalent issues or health concerns in certain populations. And we're going to lay down the law, lay down the facts, get everyone's minds ticking, and then put together some nutritional and exercise strategies to help combat that.
Yes. So it's the podcast in expanded format.
Essentially.
That you can, kind of read and reread, and we'll be able to be a bit more specific with some of the things we can recommend.
Definitely.
We can have a few more options. We can expand on the research a little bit more.
Yeah.
And really, so the fun thing about podcasts, obviously, like I know it's pre-recorded, but we don't do much editing. So pretty much what you're hearing is us kind of like saying it for the first time.
Having a chat. Yeah.
And so our personality types are really going to love being able to edit and like rephrase things and be able to like use the words we really want to use and make sure that it reads really well, rather than some of the clunky sentences we've come out with over the last 2 years.
It's hard to be a perfectionist when you pretty much just go for it. Yeah. And we switch on the mics and we're like, let's talk.
Yeah.
So this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And the first area that we're going to release an ebook with is the menstrual cycle. Something we're both very passionate about. I've discussed it before, but I suffered with anorexia nervosa for like 4 years of my life, and during that time I lost my menstrual cycle. I was 16, 17, I didn't really care. I was like, doesn't matter, like I don't want to have a kid anytime soon. But through learning more, I was like, look, this is a very pivotal process, like in terms of the female anatomy and physiology. It's kind of like a monthly report card. For you to lose your menstrual cycle, it says a lot about your underlying health. And there's a lot of females out there now with my clinical experience that are suffering big time, like immense pain, migraine, headaches, extremely heavy flows, things like endometriosis, PCOS, like severe mood
Even
swings.
just like not that extreme. Like I feel tired, or I'm crying, or like my training isn't working as well this week, or I'm really, really hungry. What's that about? Even just like those month-to-month things that come up.
And people don't know why it happens. And I think the lack of knowledge about it kind of then slides into feelings of guilt or confusion or shame.
Fear,
I shouldn't be feeling like this. And it's something that a lot of females have just gotten used to. And I mean, it's something that I got used to when my cycle did return. It was a little bit irregular. And I was like, oh, look, this is just it. And then I switched my practitioner brain on and was like, no. Why? What is happening in me that is causing the pain, is causing the heavy flow, the mood swings, PMS? And I've built a pretty good knowledge base, and that's what we want to share with you guys, the kind of different phases of the menstrual cycle, what's happening to your hormones, how that changes your appetite, changes your weight status, changes your moods, changes your ability to perform in a gym setting. And then from all of that explanation, we'll provide some advice and some strategies to combat that and kind of help people to regulate and get a form of peace with their cycle, because I feel like it's such a violent thing these days.
I know, it's such a thing like we feel is inflicted upon us and like, oh, woe is me, I have to deal with this every month. And it can be not that. You can work with it and have it work with you and have it be not this dreaded
a natural process.
Event. Yeah, exactly. Let's celebrate that we get to... I mean, obviously, I have a baby now, so I'm very glad that we have menstrual cycles. And a similar story, my diagnosis was atypical anorexia nervosa, because it was slightly, atypical. I didn't tick all the boxes. But yeah, ditto. I lost mine for almost a year, and it just... I didn't care, and I should have, and people around me didn't seem to care, and they should have. And and then obviously coming back into it, and then what are the long-term effects of that happening to you, and whatever. Yeah. So, we're hoping to put this together relatively soon. Yeah. We haven't given it a strict deadline yet, but
In the next 6 months.
Definitely.
For sure.
By the way it's going so far. Definitely.
Yeah. We've already started putting together some information. It's looking good so far.
It's fun.
Got some graphs in there. Got some
Sorry.
just reminding us about how a successful menstrual cycle goes.
But yeah, so then big plans are more of a series.
Yes.
Because then obviously our mind's exploded and we can go like postnatal, we can do menopause. Postnatal, yes.
Yeah, definitely postnatal. Yeah, just kind of empowering women to understand what's going on in their bodies and understand the changes that they're undergoing, because knowledge truly is power, I think.
Absolutely.
It takes out a lot of the guesswork, a lot of the confusion, as I said, a lot of the guilt. Like, for example, now that I know what's going on in my body and I've built that knowledge over the years, once a month I'll be moody and I'll be holding fluid and my bowels will be a little bit irregular. And before I was like, what's going on? Like, here we go again. I've got to work out in the gym more, and all of this kind of like negative self-talk, like why me? And this is a consequence of my poor decisions. But with the knowledge of this is actually natural, this is because your estrogen is declining or increasing and it causes fluid retention. How about we think about magnesium and salts and things like that?
That is so fun. So fun. And then,
what we're going to share with you guys, so you have the power and you have the tools to understand your body and help it, kind of facilitate the natural changes and support them, rather than be like, let's work against them, this is wrong.
Exactly. And so like ditto in the fact that like I'm going to show you how your exercise can fluctuate within the month and work with your cycle, and you take advantage of each section of the cycle and how that looks when you work out, and give you all the tools.
Absolutely, because when you don't think about it, like the months tick by and you actually probably don't realize there's a cyclical trend. Like, you just find weeks where you're performing at your best and then you're not feeling so great.
And then one week you come in and you feel gross.
Yeah.
You don't really know why, or you can't lift the same amount or whatever.
And you feel down on yourself. But if you really think about it and take control of your health and seek the education, you will probably realize that this aligns with your ovulation. So it's going to be cool.
Exciting.
I'm so excited. And a bit of discussion on the pill as well.
Yes.
We're going to include that and different forms of contraception and their role.
That's always talked about.
Yeah, and what you might find and what it actually does, because it's very over-prescribed, I believe. I'm certainly not against the oral contraceptive pill, but I'm against the lack of education, especially of its side effects that
Absolutely.
occurs.
And then like coming off it on the other side if you don't know what that could look like.
Yes. Yeah.
And just like different ways, and like, I want to include a section on how to track your period and give different like, options, and just a really well-rounded piece of literature.
Yeah. A piece of literature. I've always wanted my name on a piece of literature.
Me too. I have my name on a golf study. It's so cool.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm a published ex-phys.
Why didn't I know this?
Because I helped out as a research assistant, and so my name got on the paper.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Mental health and physical ability in golfers. It was very cool.
I like that.
I know. Anyway,
What's it called?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, shall we?
The main writer is Chris Joyce, and it was out of Notre Dame. I can't even remember where it was published. It was a decent paper.
I'm going to have a read.
Yeah.
If I had my name on an article.
I didn't write anything for it. I just did some of the objective measurements.
Look, you contributed. Bless you.
It's usually more than one.
Just one. What a cute little sneeze.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, so Abby and I still very much are working together.
Definitely.
Having fun.
Doing our own little gigs as well.
Yeah.
Continuing that.
I've started some tutoring up at Notre Dame University, working on my yoga certification.
That's amazing.
Working on raising a human, whatever.
Yep. Just that. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That one as well.
Just being a mother. I'm not being a mother. I'm being a mother to my business.
Yes, and it's
My
going
baby.
so well. It's fun.
It's going good.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. And doing some nutrition material for a gym. So like 8-week challenge things and running seminars. So more of sports nutrition side of things, which is so cool because that's something my clientele aren't really that with my private business. So it's nice to just have a variety because I'm absolutely passionate about sports nutrition and optimizing athletic performance with nutrition and supplementation.
Well, yeah.
So that's fun.
We're all about kind of being well-rounded, and that's
Yeah.
personally as clinicians as well, or professionally as clinicians. We like to be somewhat over all the bases as well.
Definitely. So that's been fun. And then teaching Pilates.
Yeah.
That's
Are you working on another certificate number? Are we still doing the Cert 4?
Getting there. Getting there. Absolutely. Well, that was my number one priority, but then I started at the gym doing nutrition content. So that's taken
Which
up
was,
the time
yeah,
that I was
Your
going to
main
do.
goal to do nutrition, which is good.
I will get there.
So we'll see.
Give me
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm paying the extra money
I know, hey.
to defer it. I'll get there.
So I'll keep tabs
Keep
on
me accountable, please. And then what else am I doing? Body esteem educator training through the
Yeah.
Butterfly Foundation.
I don't think many people have heard of this. So do you want to
No.
give us a rundown?
It's just it's a training program that gives you the tools and primarily the resources to be able to coach groups of people through self-esteem, body image, mental health, and then I will strongly relate it to my nutrition. And ultimate goal is to be able to work with schools or nurture young females a little bit more about body image and nutrition, just to give me that basis in the background to say, hey, I've done this. Let me help you.
Perfect.
Type of thing, because that's another thing, eating disorders, body image. very
Which we're
passionate.
both, if you haven't gathered by now, guys, we're both quite passionate about that as well.
Definitely.
So that's on our kind of path as well to see how that could fit in with the both of us and how we could help
Yeah.
people going through their own
5-year
journeys
plan
with
is
things.
certainly to help that population in some way. One step at a time.
I know. Then we had to rein. Once we got to that point, we were like, "Whoa, let's just
Let's
rein.
make an app and an online platform.
Let's write one ebook."
Yeah. It's good to dream big.
It is, and it is really exciting.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's our kind of next chapter.
Pretty
isn't
much,
it?
yeah. So I know, I was trying to. If you saw some of the Instagram posts, I was trying to be all on it, and we are going to post more on Instagram, and I was going to get my head around stories, and so I was trying to post. We're recording soon, and we're doing this, and now no.
No,
No.
we just another one of our topics in our meeting was let's do what we're good at.
Yeah.
Let's not try to force ourselves to be something that we're not.
No.
And our common ground is that we love educating and we love researching. So that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
Not from a speaking point,
Nope.
from a ebook point.
Yep.
And give some more practical suggestions, kind of like a treatment plan almost.
Pretty much as specific as we can be.
Yeah.
We're going to give you actual things.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're based in Perth, of course. So if you can't come and see us in person,
Yep.
you can have our help and
It'll
our
be
guidance.
a pretty good guide. Yeah.
Most definitely. So yeah, recipes in there, workout plans in there.
Yeah.
It's going to have...
The same feel
what
as
you
Move
need.
Your Mind as far as, educate you to be able to make your own decisions, know what to do with yourself.
give you resources to be able to do
And then
them.
exactly, this will be a little bit more support as well than we could give in the podcast form.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that.
Yay!
Wow.
So keep in contact.
Yeah,
Abby
please.
obviously is better at Instagram than I am. So her Abby Renee _nutrition Instagram page
Yes.
is very much alive and well. So as is her business, Abby Renee Nutrition. So if you're after individualized nutrition results and consults,
Yeah. My
Continue.
website has online booking now
that's
at
new.
the moment.
Yeah, it's a
which
pretty
is
looking
fun.
website. Oh, it looks good.
Thank you. I'm quite happy with it. And I do online consults as well. So
Yep.
given the COVID situation and even I've worked with people over East, etc. So I'm more than happy to help people if they're not local and if you don't feel comfortable with in person at the moment. Totally
Which
open
is
to that.
fair.
Yeah.
I'm still working back into my work schedule, obviously, with little bubs, but I am Shelby_Jennifer on Instagram if you want to get into contact with me.
Yeah.
Any questions or, I work in a gym as well, so any consults and stuff I'm
Yeah.
available for, depending on what you would like. But yeah, we want to stay in contact.
Definitely.
So keep talking to us.
Please. And we'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Scroll down, guys, if you want to hear some content. Like, I do that occasionally, like guilty pleasure. I'm like, let's listen to an episode of my own podcast.
Amazing. Amazing.
Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I knew that.
I knew.
So do it too.
Yeah, cool. Have a
Sometimes,
look through.
Yeah, re-listen.
Yeah, still tell your friends because we're staying all up. Nothing's
It's not
happening.
going anywhere.
Yeah, all those episodes are there. It will stay on the Turn Sounds website. All of that kind of stuff will still stay really available. So
Yeah.
probably. I'll keep that Instagram up as well.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know what it's called.
Ours?
Your Mind. Yeah.
MoveYourMind.podcast.
Cool.
That's us.
So yeah, still find us on Instagram, and we both still have contacts with that. So
Yeah. So if you want to
message
ask the question through there, absolutely no
Yeah.
problems. Yeah. Thank you for
Alright,
listening,
that was
guys.
it. Yeah, thanks.
This has been really fun, and we checked the other day, and people are still downloading the episodes, which kind of
Like hit the heartstrings.
I know.
a
I was
little
like,
bit.
oh, should we give up now?
And then people like being excited that we're coming back, and then I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
I know. We're not giving up. We're just changing direction.
And we're super excited about it.
It's-
Super excited.
It's been on our radar for a while, and I
Yeah.
think this is where we belong.
And like we're making this for you. So as
Totally.
we come closer, I'm sure we'll have questions for you as far as like, would you rather this or this, or do you want
Yeah,
this? Or,
absolutely.
So stay looking through our Instagrams, and we'll be
Yeah.
promoting it through there.
Beautiful.
That was it.
Thanks, guys.
And
Thanks,
to
Shelby.
finish with some suckling noises, Henry sucking his fingers.
Just a last feature from Henry. Come on. Oh, bless.
All right, the last one. Thank you. To the next chapter.
To the next chapter. Absolutely. Thanks, Shelbs. It's been a ride.
I know.
It's
Thanks,
been
Abby.
fun.
Oh, I had so much fun with you.
I
This was
know.
really cool.
I know.
Good
I know.
experience.
Oh, absolutely.
I know.
Maybe we'll just pop on now and again.
Yeah, why not?
Do some weekly checks. We might chuck in an episode.
Just keep you guys on your toes. You go, oh, they released an episode. What?
Yeah, probably not.
No, you know those people who are like, I'm leaving Instagram, and like two moments later they're back on. No,
We have
We're
we
not
have a
doing
project
this.
keeping us
Yeah.
busy. This is the
we're
end.
not doing this anymore.
This is the end. All right, let's not drag it on
Yeah,
anymore.
amazing.
Hey?
Cool. Bye.
Bye.